Well, hello everybody and welcome back to the Submerged Sanctuary. I am Hugz and this is of course Farming Simulator 25. We all know it, we all love it. Last time we got ourselves well on the way to starting our journey in draining this map. It's been interesting, we've had a couple mishaps. I did accidentally leave the pump running and drain myself of lots of money. Yeah, that was not fun at all. But I do think today I'm going to switch up how I'm going to kind of go about making money, at least for a little bit on the Submerged Sanctuary map here. So, as you see, we've got lots and lots of trees around here. These trees are all on our property, and they look nice, but I don't really want them here. So I prefer a much more open area when I'm working. That way there's less stuff to drive into. And get stuck on. The whole works. So we're gonna cut down these trees and we're gonna try and sell them and make a little bit of money in the process. Now if we take a look over here, we already know that we do have a sell point right in this area. This little trigger right here will accept wood. So all we got to do is cut down a tree, get it across this terrible looking bridge here. Oh boy, that does not look like it's going to be easy to drag a tree across, but we got to try. So we got to get it across there, over here, and we should be able to sell it then. So yeah, that's what we're going to try. First step though, we need something to cut down some trees with. And that is of course going to be some chainsaw, ye olde chainsaw action here. Let me see, what did I use in the Lumberjack saga? I kind of want to stick with that. I'm pretty sure it was this guy right here. And the only reason I remember that is because it had such a nasty, dirty blade. So give me that thing. $1,000, not bad at all. That gives us $14,384 bucks left to play with. We are going to need, along with our chainsaw, some way to get the wood over there. So we have a couple options here in terms of what we want for a winch. Obviously, we're not going to go with either of these guys, the yarders. We just don't need them at this juncture. And I'm thinking, for our purposes, just the straight up base game one is going to be what we want. The Tajfun? I don't even know. I'm not even going to try anymore. But this is all we really need. This will let us drag one of the large deciduous trees across that bridge, hopefully. Let me go ahead and buy this guy. 8,500 bucks. That puts us back down to 58.84. That's a little bit scary. Being that low on money. I don't know how I like that, but it is what it is. Hopefully a couple trees and we'll be right back in the positive ground there. So let's go across this bridge. Let's go pick up our winch and let's see about cutting down some trees, shall we? All right, we got our winch. Look at this thing. It looks so tiny on the back of this giant tractor. This Valtra is an absolute beast. I think it's got like 420 horsepower, something along those lines. So this should have no problems hauling a tree. At least I hope. This is going to be our first victim right here. Let's bust out ye olde chainsaw. Let's see. Okay. Attila Amarensis, or Tilia Amarensis, I think. And I'm going to go as far down as I possibly can. Keep in mind, I don't have any of the forestry mods on here because I really wasn't intending to do much forestry, but this is where we're at. So we're just going to have to grin and bear it. Okay, we're getting there. Here we go. And bam. Timber. No. You're supposed to fall. Tree? Hello? What? Why are you not falling? What if I give it a little jump kick? Okay. That did not work at all. Well, I guess let's just try yanking it out of there. Let's see. Let me get it way on the bottom here. Bam. Let's hop. Actually, I can control this from out here, I'm pretty sure. Yes, I can. Look at me using my knowledge as a lumberjack. Oh, yeah. Beautiful. All right. That's hooked on pretty good, I think. Yeah, for sure it is. Let me, in fact, what if I do this? Lower? No, we don't need to lower. Okay. This is our main obstacle here, though, is going to be this bridge. And get these branches out of my face, man. Come on. Can I get across here, please? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's go, baby. Whoa, that was way easier than I thought it was going to be. I was expecting that to be a nightmare. It's not a nightmare at all, though. I think that should do right there. Okay, how much are we going to get for this one tree? This is going to be interesting here. Let's see. If we do sell wood, bam, 2,400 bucks and an environmental score of $111. Let's go. Okay, so we've got a bunch of those trees available to us, so that should give us a nice little chunk of change. I'm thinking we could probably get somewhere between 10 and 20,000 if we just go through and get rid of a bunch of these bigger deciduous trees, like that one right there. We got that one. We got so many of them around here. I'm just gonna go. I think I'm gonna cut down a whole batch load of these trees, get them all felled and on the ground, and then once I'm done cutting everything down, I'm just gonna do like a big old procession and start hauling them out one at a time. So, okay, here we go. Let's do it. All right, here's the last tree, guys, and there we go. Timber! Not quite. Okay, a lot of these trees just didn't want to fall over, so they are still standing up. I'm gonna have to like go through and look at them to see which ones I gotta pull. But for the most part, I've gotten pretty much every big tree cut down here, with a couple exceptions. Like there was an area with a pond over there that just looked really nice right there. So I left all those trees alone for the most part, and I just worked my way around, started cutting down everything that I thought needed to go. So these trees, they're cut. You can see those guys are on the ground over there, and so on and so forth. So that leaves us with the job of basically just pulling these bad boys over and getting them sold. Hopefully we won't have any like mishaps where we get snagged or anything like that, and this goes nice and smooth. All right, guys, that should be the majority of our trees. Let's go take a look at our new area here. Well, I guess it's not really new, but it's gonna look a little bit new. So look at that, much more open now, right? All these trees that were kind of like littering the middle and obstructing our view of the beautiful mountains and the flooded valley below. Yeah, they're now gone, but we do have lots and lots of stumps around now. I do think I could take these out as well. In fact, did I cut these? I may have cut these. Hang on. I may have cut these down and just not mess with them. No, I didn't. Okay. Actually, I think I left these because they're kind of in a little bit of like a tighter spot here. They're not really too much in the way, so I'm not terribly upset about those, but do need to think about where we need to go now. So one of the problems we're going to face in the future here momentarily is that these roads that lead down into the new areas we're going to unlock are all blocked by stone. So we're either going to need a way to haul this stone over. Oh, hang on. We have a conveyor belt. I completely forgot about that. Okay, I think that might be our answer, is using the conveyor belt to load all this stone over there. So really, what we need to do is finish unlocking these fields. Now, I don't think we're that far off. I think we actually have all the money that we need right now to run this pump and finally unlock those bottom fields. So let's head on over to the pump. Let's fire that bad boy up and let's see what we can do here. All right, pump, show me what you got. It is now on. So this field right here, I do believe that that is one of the fields that unlocks. Let's take a quick look at the map. So it's definitely, I believe, field number 3, 4, and 2. Those are the 3 additional fields that do unlock once we drain this all the way. And yeah, we're looking right at field 4, dead ahead. So let's bump up time a little bit here. Let's bump it up. And we are hopefully about to unlock this. Please tell me yes, we did it. Let's go, baby. And we still got 26,830 bucks. So it says the next one here is the BGA Train Spinnery Tailor Shop Dairy Cement Production, costs 51,000. So we need a total of 51,000 in the bank if we're going to unlock those things right there. I think that's definitely feasible, but on to pressing issues. We now have to unblock these roads if we want to get down here and have access to these fields. And let's just look here. Oh yeah, this is a much, much bigger field. Way bigger. It does a kind of sound like I'm on water though, which I don't like. I don't like one bit. Well, hopefully the splish splash that I'm making is not going to affect us seeding. If it does, we'll have to recede the water line even more. But let's get rid of these rocks now. I'm going to pull the conveyor over here. I'm not going to drive it. I've done that before. If you're watching the Mega Farm series, you've probably seen me attempt that, or actually do it. Drive it all the way across the map. But, yeah. Okay, let's get these little pickups over here, shall we? Man, I'm so tempted to, like, sell these and get the auto-load variants. They're so much better. But we'll stick with what we got. We'll use what we got. So there are actually two roads. There's this one, and then there's the other one. They both lead to fields. Oh, no, actually, this is the one we were just looking at. Okay, so let me drop this here. We're going to do this one. We're actually going to do both of them. Because if we get all these stones into our limestone or just our lime production point, we'll be able to basically get free lime, which will be awesome. And I really want to do that. All right, I've gotten the conveyor belts close. I've also gotten our little wagon right over here as well. So let's start getting these things in line here. Now, let's drive this guy up, start the engine. Let's unfold G, and I'm going to put it like right in the middle. Actually, I'm going to focus it more on this side of the pile just to make sure that we get like a whole area. And that way, once that side is depleted, we can just bloop, move it over to the other side. So let's get this guy over here as well. And we need to get these two connected. This is kind of a pain in the butt sometimes, which is why I really prefer using the auto-load version. So if I get close enough, we should, bam, see that. Beautiful. That's exactly what I was hoping to see. Now let's go ahead and get this guy raised up. You raise me up. And oh, blues it, guys. I'll blues it. And we'll get this fully extended. Don't act like you're not impressed. There we go. Up we go. That should be good. And let's go ahead and start her up. Bam. There we go. Let's go, baby. We're sucking in rocks, man. Who knew that would be so exciting? So now if we drive our little bucket under here, we should just collect a ton of rocks. Actually, more than a ton, probably tons of rocks. Let's see here, moment of truth. This thing should be able to haul rocks, right? Let's see why it wouldn't be able to. Yeah, there we go, man. Give me some stones, baby. Fill me up. Oh, we're going to have lime for days. Days and days and days. This is amazing. Let's go. How long is it actually going to take me to clear this whole pile, though? That's the question. It's probably going to take a while. All right, first full load of stones. There we go. Can I even move this thing? It's so heavy. Okay, we're good to go. We are good to go. Let me dump this off. So we have 18,500 liters here. Man, we barely put a dent in that pile. This is crazy. That's going to take me like a long time to do. So I think what I'm going to do is I will just get all that stuff sorted out. I'll get it brought over here, and then we'll come back and we'll see how many stones I gather. It's going to be very interesting here, but I'm very happy that we're going to have stones for limestone, and we're not going to have to buy that stuff anymore. Let's go.
One eternity later.
Okay, guys, yeah, I'm still loading rocks, but have an interesting situation here. So I'm full on this trailer. Our lime production is full. Just about. This load is definitely going to fill it up. So what I'm thinking, we have so many more rocks still. I am actually going to get this guy fired up right here. We're going to activate it. Actually, I'm not going to activate it yet, but I'm going to set this to selling, and I'm going to dump off as many rocks as I can. Now, the thing about this, look, the recipe, 80,000 stones turns into 80,000 lime. So that means I'm going to guess at least that one cycle is going to turn all these stones into 80,000 liters of lime. That's kind of crazy right there. That's quite the recipe, but let's get this dumped off here. And let's see, so how much is 80,000 liters of lime gonna get us? That's probably gonna be a really good amount. How much does lime cost? Let's look at this real quick. Here we go, lime, wow. The lowest price is $3.19 per 1,000 liters. So multiply that by 80. Yeah, that's not going to be a bad chunk of change considering the amount of work we had to do to get it. So let me hop in here. That's already set to selling. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and activate it. It is now running, and there it goes. Okay, so it's not quite like a bam, one and done type thing. It looks like it's just gonna go. So I am gonna need more room for this to actually happen here. So I think what I gotta do here, guys, is I just gotta speed up time a little bit. So that way, like, room actually opens up in here. And then every 1,000 liters that goes, I think is gonna get sold at some point, right? Maybe not. I don't know. But I'm going to let this cycle through, do its thing, empty out, so that way I can start loading some more rocks in here. Well, guys, go figure. Hauling stones, turn it into lime is pretty good profit. Look at this. I'm already up to 49 grand. We've emptied out a lot of stones. We've made a lot of lime, but it seems like at regular intervals, it just sells it. I'm guessing at the end of each cycle, perhaps it ends up selling all the lime it created. So yeah, we're making money like hand over fist doing this. And check it out. I've been driving first person also, just for a little change of scenery. But yeah, look at it. We've not even cleared out one whole side of our stones here. So this is a little bit time consuming and a little dull, if I'm being honest, but it's not the worst thing you can possibly do. So yeah, I'm gonna keep at this. I want to at least expose one whole side of the road so I can keep drive by with any equipment that I need to get down to the field. But yeah, once that's done, I think we're going to switch over and we're going to check out that field right there. That is one that I own, right? Right? Please tell me that's one I own. Oh no, that's not the one I own. Crap. Well, I feel committed at this point, so I'm going to keep removing the stones from this area. And oh man, I'm going to have to do it over there too. All right, it is what it is. All right, guys, the stone hauling has been slow and steady. Slow and steady wins the race, I guess. But in this case, I think I can do something a little bit smarter here, maybe. So I was thinking that distance is not super far from over there to the dump point, right into our lime production. If I get myself a little bit of a belt system going with these guys right here, I may be able to stretch it so that I don't have to haul anything. Especially now that I got a little bit of money going, I could set up a nice big belt system from all the way over there directly into that drop point. So I'm gonna try and do this. We're gonna see if it actually works or not. Let me buy, I think I'm gonna need at least minimum two of these guys, but we'll start with one for now. We'll get it hooked up and then we'll kind of see how much further we have to go. I think one will probably be more than enough to get from this pile over to there without any extra stuff. So the two is just going to be for this far one for now, but let's go pick this bad boy up. I'm pretty excited about this because if this works, I can just like sit back and relax. I don't know, find something else to do with my time. I won't be making trips back and forth. It's going to be quite awesome. All right, I think this is probably close enough right here. Let me drop that off. Let's turn you off and let's get in this guy and let's see. So if I unfold, okay, I can't do anything until I start the engine. So we just do that. Okay. It's been a while since I used one of these things, so I am gonna have to like get the hang of this, and it goes up. Oh, okay. And down. And that side goes up. Oh, beautiful. Okay, well, that's interesting. I feel like this may not... What? Hang on. This is... Oh, there we go. I knew I was missing something. So I don't need to do any of that stuff. Let me put this back over here. That makes a little bit more sense now. All right, so now we're back into kind of where we need to be. I just need to get this all the way extended out, and then we'll get like the first look at how far we need to go in order to get this done. So there we go. And then if I just position this under there, will I get some stuff falling in? I might, or I might not. Oh, there we go. Okay, we've got rocks falling in. Let's go, baby. So now I just need to get... Ooh, that's quite a distance. That is actually quite a distance. Okay, I'm gonna need like 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe like 4 more of these guys. I think I have the money though. Shouldn't be too big of a deal. This is basically gonna be like money on demand once I get this set up, and then when all the rocks are finished being sucked out of there, I can just go ahead and sell these things. So it's not a big deal. Let me go ahead and just buy it. We'll do 3 more and we'll see where 3 gets us, and I'll only be able to afford 1 more after this. So hopefully that gets us far enough. We'll see.
6 hours later.
All right, guys, I've been working on this rock thing pretty much all day, and I made some really good progress, but it's getting so dark right now. It's hard to see anything, and boy, do I look weird. Look at me, man. I'm like glowing white and orange. Oh man, that looks pretty cool actually, now that I'm thinking about it. But either way, I gotta go to sleep. So we're gonna pick this up next month, and hopefully I can finish my little rock bridge and finally get that done. It's actually been a lot more than I thought it would be. So yeah, all right, to bed I go. Oh boy, I can't believe it. We're actually done with our conveyor system. Let me show you guys what's going on here. Okay, it took a lot of conveyors and I actually bought one more than I needed. So boo, I know. What a waste, but I'll probably need it eventually because as this pile gets sucked further and further back, I will need to move this guy further back and probably have room for one more. So we've got this, we're picking up the rocks, we're spitting them over here, and then we've got this ridiculously long train of conveyors going all the way over to our lime processing plant. Look at this, all the way down the line. And in she goes. And if we go in here, bam, you can see it's slowly going up, slowly but steadily. So I need to make sure that I match the speed. So, whoop, not backwards. Let's go on 2 speed. I feel like 2, maybe 5 will be good. I'll keep an eye on it at 5. If it keeps going up, then I know it's good. Yeah, it's definitely still going up. Okay, maybe more than 5. How's 10 looking? Okay, it's still going up. Well, you know what? I'm going to leave it at 10x speed. That's kind of like a good way to work anyway, so I'm feeling good about that. What's next? Now that we've got this situation going, gee, what do I even do? How's our grass looking over here? Let's take a look. 'Tis growing. Okay, beautiful. Everything else looks kind of not good on it, so I may have to take care of that in a minute here. But I did see something on the map that looked kind of interesting, and I wanted to go take a ride and see if this is like a way down without having to clear some rocks. So let's head on over towards the store. All right, from here, we follow this path down. Does this just let me completely bypass the... This might let me do that. Hang on, hold the phone here. Oh yeah, totally. I could just go right past the rocks. There's the rocks. We made it down to our second field. Oh, amazing. What has it got on it? Is this just dead wheat? Yeah, withered wheat. Okay, kind of what I thought. So you know what? While we're here, let me just go ahead and buy the information for this guy. Purchase soil information. There we go. And what is it? Sandy loam and loam. So just like the other field. All right, so I got to go through here. What do I really need to do? I need to get it planted, obviously, but before I do that, I actually got to go through and lime it so we can put some of our new lime to use. Actually, wait, we're selling all our lime. You know what? I'm just going to let that sell for now. Let it do its thing. And I think maybe when I get to like 50 grand, then I'm going to... Wait, can I just go over this? I can just go over it. Why didn't I think of that before? Okay. Well, I can just go over that stuff. So I didn't even need to go through all that trouble, apparently. But once I get to 50,000, I'm going to shut this down so I can sneak in there and grab a little lime for myself. And then we're going to go through and get that wheat field all prepped up. We're going to plant some grass on that thing too. I kind of have a feeling that what the mod maker and the map maker was doing here was just kind of setting this map up for it to be almost like a passive income type run. You've got the silage production, you've got the greenhouses, you've got tons and tons of rocks that you can turn into lime, and from lime turn it into cash. So that just seems to be like the way that it wants me to play this, and I by all means am going to oblige. So all right, I'm gonna chill out for a couple minutes, let this thing do some work now that we got it set up, and we will be back shortly. All right, while our belt system runs here, guys, I've actually decided that I am going to go down and we're going to get a worker started on some grass. And come on, belt system. What the heck, man? You stopped again. This thing, it's like every couple seconds we have an issue with the belt. It's like not working anymore. What's the matter now, huh? What's the matter now? Is it this thing over here? Are you not sucking anything up? What's going on here? It's like we just got to do a little bit of adjusting. It's like constant micromanagement. I don't know what changes, to be honest, either. It's just like every once in a while, something moves or something happens. It's just, I don't know. But seems to be okay now, but I did just say that literally like 5 seconds ago. Either way, let's go get this guy started because we need to just have like some production going on. And I think no, I'm not going to yeet it down the cliff. Actually, we're going to drive it down. The thought did occur to me though. I'm not going to lie. Can we make it over with this thing? Come on. We're a big, strong tractor. We got this. No, we don't got this. Okay, we'll have to go the long way. All right, there we go. Trip completed. So I'm just going to plop this guy in this field and we are just going to have him go to town. What happened? Field not ready for this work? What? Or worked already? Hang on. What do you mean? You can't do your thing here? Why not? Surely you can. 'Tis grass, correct? So I can't. Really? No, yeah, look, we're doing our thing. See? Let me see. Let me make sure. Wait, no. Why can't I put grass down here? What's going on? Is it because this isn't harvested yet? Maybe that's it. Let me see if I just drive over this. Oh, you know what, guys? I may have to get a cultivator for this. I didn't even think of that. All right, let's turn all this off. All right, the only thing I can think of here, guys, is that the water table is not low enough. That's got to be it, surely. Because if I'm walking around here, it's making like the squishy noise. So I'm thinking that perhaps this field is still technically waterlogged. Now, we can fix that pretty quickly. So in fact, let me just bump up time here a little bit. We'll shut this tractor down. Since we're making pretty good money with our system over, did you shut down again? Oh, don't tell me. Come on. Okay, there it goes. I think it's because I was out of render distance. But since we're making pretty good money with this thing right here, I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is just drain a little bit more water out of our system or out of the water table and see if that lets us then work on that field. All right, let's do this. Engage the pump. And can I see water going down? No, I cannot. Not yet. All right, we'll just let it do its thing, though. Oh, it's definitely going down. I'm going to go down to like 30,000. Okay, I feel like that's pretty far. We'll stop it there. Stop the pump. Progress at 10%. Beautiful. I think it did say it only needed like $51,000 or whatever to actually get down to the next like batch of stuff. I think. All right, now please tell me, is this going to work? I don't know, guys. I'm not sure why. I don't know what's going on here. We own the field. Yeah, I just have no idea what's going on with this field at this point, and it's really starting to annoy me. So what I'm going to do is, can I sell this thing? What if I just sell the field? How much will I get? $128,000. Cannot sell this land while you still... What? What placeables? I don't have any placeables on here. Maybe, is my tractor a placeable? No, surely not. All right, well, I can't sell it either. This is quite unfortunate. I'm in a bit of a pickle down there. I don't know why I can't plant grass on that field, but it's not letting me do it. So, can I at least get over here, game? Can you just give me this one win, please? All right, thank you. Thank you very much. And I'm stuck. This is just terrible.
Daddy, chill.
Oh, boy. Things are not working out for me right now, guys. Things are not working out one bit. All right, I managed to get myself off by disconnecting real quick and then reconnecting. All right, I got to think about that field. Like, what could possibly be the reason that I can't seed on there? If any of you guys know, leave it in the comment section down below, because I am stumped. Let's check and see how many rocks we got left over here, because this is pretty much our like source of income right now, is these rocks. As crazy as that sounds, a pile of rocks, that is our money. Okay, we still got quite a bit left there. You know what, the other thing I could do? Yeah, in fact, let's do this. I'm going to take this silage production. We're going to change the output to selling, and we're just going to let that sell. I don't think it's really going to matter if I like haul that stuff out, and we'll get the money either way. So I'm going to wait a minute. That should sell relatively quickly. Then that should give us a nice little chunk of change. I think the next thing I want to do is probably purchase this field, number 4. It has, pretty sure, nothing on it. Yeah, it seems to have absolutely nothing on it. So that will be like a nice bare field for us to start on. David has left it bare for us. Beautiful.
A few inches later.
All right, we just had all of our silage sell, a little bit of lime sold, put the lime in the coconut, stir it all up, and now we're ready to go. So we've got 45,000 bucks. How much is this field again? 162,000. Okay, we are still a ways off from that, man. Geez Louise. We're kind of in a bit of a pickle here, because I need this thing to run if I want it to make me money, but if I want to get to the grass and stuff and the other things, I gotta like skip time and let that just do its thing. This is reliable money. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave this running. We're going to run the pump all the way down to like 0 when we have no money. And I just want to see if we can get to the next stage of the unlock. Engage ye olde pump. Let's go, baby. I see the water receding. Our money is indeed going down. And there we go. We've unlocked the BGA Spinnery, Tailor Shop Dairy, and cement. Ooh, cement production. Hang on a second. What is what's the recipe there for cement? Cement is just stone and you get cement bricks. Ooh. We do not own this production though, so that might be something we're gonna have to look forward to in the future. How much is it? Wait, is it? Oh, okay, 370,000 bucks. That's a lot. We're not gonna be able to afford that for quite some time. All right, well, now that that's done, I do suppose that I'm going to sleep to the next month because I am like getting very anxious and pH bad. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, I gotta go through and I gotta lime that field. Never mind. Got more work to do. Hopefully I'll be able to sneak in here and grab a little bit of lime. And our belt system is off again. I think for now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to deactivate our lime production So I've come to the point where I kind of actually need the stuff. So let's go ahead and, no, actually not deactivate. I want to change this to storing. All right, so we'll go there. We'll let this kind of produce a little bit of lime. I'm going to fill this bad boy up. And we're going to go through and put a little bit of lime on this field, get the pH nice and tidy, and then we'll pretty much just have to like wait a couple months until we're ready to go here. All right, managed to squeeze a little bit of lime out of this bad boy while it was doing its thing over there. And I got to tell you guys something really funny. So I'm like so in the mega farm, the other series we're doing, the mega farm, like my brain is so in tune with that while I'm like sitting here waiting for things to happen, I'm always like, oh, maybe I should check on the goats. Maybe I should check on the sheep. And then I realized like, oh, wait, that's not this challenge. That's a completely different challenge, Hugz. You need to relax, buddy. And then I kind of snap back to reality here. But I thought that was kind of funny and I wanted to share with you guys. Aside from that, as you can see, we're on to liming the field. And I do believe that aside from this lime, the field was prepped and ready to go. So we're not going to need to do anything else to this grass field to get it in ship shape. All right, field is all limed up. Feeling pretty good about that. We got a lot accomplished so far. I do find it... Whoa, I'm stuck in the engine. Nope. Okay, there we go. We're out. And I did it again. Come on, man. All right, forget it. I'm not jumping up on you. I do find it quite funny, a little bit humorous here, that my big accomplishment today, aside from unlocking 2 checkpoints, is building a giant bridge out of conveyor belts. It's kind of funny, right? Oh, someone else, like some of you guys left some comments about like sticks and stuff. I have no idea what you're talking about though. So yeah, these sticks, can't pick them up as far as I can tell, and I don't see how that would make me lots of money anyway. But we do have this guy going for us, and it is getting close to full already. So I'm going to have to keep my eye on that and make sure it doesn't overflow. We've still got plenty of rocks, though, guys. We've got lots and lots of rocks to process. So this is going to be a great money source for us. I do also have to figure out that stupid field. I don't know what's going on with that thing down there, but that's next on my list. I got to get that bad boy set up. And of course, we've got our grass here as well. So guys, that is going to be it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you know what to do. Drop a like on this episode, smash that like button. And if you're not subscribed, of course, subscribe and hit that notification bell icon as well. But as always, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have a beautiful day out there. And I will see each and every one of you on the next one.